Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about UX misconceptions in the mCommerce. Our fingers have been tapping the mobile screens for over a decade now, and the time is revolutionized to become more mobile-centric commerce than that when mobiles were a way to hammer out the boredom or long waits. The time has witnessed a dramatic increase in the usage of mobile phones for commercial purposes, and the same device has gained a promising status in the preference lists. Hence, it has become of utmost importance to look after the development of websites and apps concerning mobile screens and software. Though, with the increase in the trends, there has been a massive increase in the false information which has been hampering business growth. Here, through this video, allow me to clear the air and remove the cataract of everyday annoyances and misconceptions in mobile e-commerce. Let's discuss one by one. The first misconception: people do not have scrolling behavior. Many think that people do not scroll, and that is the reason they create clutters on the front top of the page, which not only takes away the appeal of the page but also increases the bounce rate of the page. Well, let me tell you that people do scroll, so don't try to create a mess on your landing page. Research has shown that scrolling is a natural phenomenon, and most commonly people scroll till 2 full screen lengths. So you have pretty big space to cover. People can scroll beyond that if they find the content worth seeing. So if you want more scrolls, work on your content and make it more engaging. Second, everything needs to be mentioned on the home page. Not required. There is a common misconception that people do not surf the pages, hence they need to be provided everything on the home page. Wrong. What you need to do is place the categories or the symbols on the home page. People can prefer those to ruffle through your page. Also, it would help the viewer to have a quick summary of what all you serve. For example, for an e-commerce clothing application, a person can place categories like men, women, kids, or with different brands or with different kinds of clothing to let the viewer know what you cater to. This would not only make your application look elegant, but would also reduce the complexity of layman uses. Third, the miniature finger taps. In the race of adding almost everything on a single page, people most of the time forget about the basics of page designing. Initially, people used to have a stylus which could leave an impact even on small icons, but as the word revolutionized, the stylus has now been replaced by fingers and thumb, which have a comparatively thicker impact area. Hence, it reduces the accuracy of the tapping. Now, most of the time, things like page number and carousel bullets are so small that it becomes difficult to tap on the right amount. There are 50% chances of a person hitting the number 3 while going to the number 2 page number. This concept needs to be understood clearly at the time of pagination, that the icon should be at least 1 cm by 1 cm for a perfect touch. Otherwise, it may frustrate the user and increase the bounce rate of the site or the application. Fourth, carousels. Carousels are now widely being used for adding multiple images in a limited space. People think that carousels can give additional information to the public and can have a more aware consumer base. Indeed, the carousels provides some extra stuff, but the question is, does everyone slide through the carousel? Research has found out that the majority of the people don't even realize that the image they are seeing is a carousel. They see a single image and slide down the page. There could be many reasons for that. One of them is that there is no particular distinction ranging regarding what is a carousel and what is a single image. Yes, there are bullets beneath, but most of the people are not able to pull a sight on them. What a person can do is use an arrow button or show half of the image for the carousel, which may help the user know that there is some additional information sliding right or left the page. Fifth, use of range sliders. Range sliders are no doubt an excellent choice when it comes to setting the ranges with no exact boundaries. But when we need some correct ranges, the sliders are utterly useless. A person looking for precision through a range slider may have been known to the frustrations and failures when he gets unwanted ranges along with unwanted page refreshes. Hence, it is always suggested for one to look for a backup in case he wishes to embed the range slider. Through this, the precise range could be set through a text and vague one through the range bar. Sixth, different keyboards. One more mistake that the developers commit is adding the same kind of keyboard for every input. This is not only creates trouble for the user but can also bring along the useless contribution of the backend. Keyboards should be specified for each kind of text. For example, if a person is asking to fill some numbers, he should only be shown the number keyboard. If the person is asked for an email account, @ sign should be there on the face of the console. This is not only improves the accuracy of the work but would also bring ease of uses for the users. Seventh, supporting image zooming by pitching or double tap gestures. Most of the developers of the blunder of not integrating the zoom in feature in the images added on the web. Well, that can prove to be a setback for many people who might desire to zoom in the pic to have the better clarity of what the product is or to know more about the features of the same. The mobile phones can have a pretty small screen and people might need to zoom in to inspect the product correctly. Hence, this feature could prove to be an enhancement to the site. Eighth, enabling save shopping cart. Buying a thing or not can be a fuzzy decision. Again, developers forget that there might be people who have to ponder 1,000 times before making a purchase, and a cart saving feature, especially at this time, can prove to be a boon. It can help avoid all those useless cart abandonment and would help the people make calculative and productive decisions. Ninth, easy thumb oriented interaction. Everything comes down to one essential thing: how do people interact? If this question is sorted, half of the work is already done. You need to take care of how the people interact with the screen and what are the common touching areas. Once the developer figures out the thumb density, and he or she can plan accordingly and design accordingly to provide more convenience to the user. How does MagnoStack give top priority to UX? We at MagnoStack have been working on the revolution of UX for a long time. The developers, we have used the holistic approach towards the work and make the fusion of creativity with the skills. From our experience, we have seen our work to be highly praised, not just by the natives but by the international sharks spread across the global map. Want to know what is so special about us? Give us a call and allow us to give you the taste of the best. Thank you.